Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Denver Bears franchise. Last year, our AAA affiliate, the Albuquerque Isotopes, made it all the way to the playoffs, but did lose in 7 games to get to the AAA National Championship. But this year, this team is just stacked. I mean, just absolutely stacked. Let's start at every position. Willingham at first. Zion Storm at second. Ryan Valade and Brian Rocchio at short. Brian Simmons and John Storm at third. And in the outfield, we have our top prospect in Zach Veen. This is just a team that is just equipped to win the championship this year, along with DJ Weatherspoon, an impressive rookie last year who did not make the MLB initial roster to start this season. So they started out 4-0 here as we faced the Sacramento River Cats early on in the season here at the AAA level. And let's just see what our top prospects have. These are the guys that are the closest to getting moved up. And here are a couple of them here at the top of the lineup. Zach Veen in the 2 spot, hitting .308 through 4 games. He hits one hard to short, and that one will be thrown out at first. I don't know why I said short that time. That was obviously the second base. Muhammad Willingham to the plate, hitting .417. He is maybe even our top prospect. I believe it's between he and Zach Veen. Both of them very good. They're going to be the future stars of this organization. Nuki Ray up to the plate. We saw him at the MLB level through the first 2 seasons, and he will ground out to second base. He's still only like 22 years old. He's very good. Muhammad Willingham to the plate here in the 4th inning in a 2-1 game, as he does start this inning out with a little bloop single, but whatever gets you on base, that's what I kind of live by. Muhammad Willingham is going to be such a good player. Brian Simmons to the plate. He's got mega power from the right-hand side of the plate, and he will drive this one deep, and that one will be a deep fly ball to center. It will move the runner over to third. So guys on the corners here with 1 out is Zion Storm, one of the top prospects in our organization we don't really talk about. Hard hit to second base, and that one will be snagged. Zion Storm can also play the outfield, so there is a chance that he could move as a full-time outfielder. Here is Rafael Marchand, our top catching prospect, to the plate, but he swings at a bad ball in the dirt, and that one will be the third out of the inning. Willingham up to the plate here in the 8th inning. Here's another good hit up the middle, and that one will be another single for Willingham, making it a 2-for-3 day with a walk. As remember, he was a number 8 draft pick in season number 2. Now he had his first full year in AA last year, and now he's looking to kind of move up probably towards the middle of this season, or who knows how the Bears are going to be doing. We might keep him down the whole year. Brian Simmons up to the plate now with men on first and second. We already know he's got that great power, 0-for-3 in this game, but he drives this one back, and gone. Brian Simmons, he has got an awesome stick, .409 off of the bat. He's hitting pretty poorly to start this season, but I don't count on that sticking around. He has got excellent power. 5-2 game here for Albuquerque, as that brings up Zion Storm in the 6th spot. You remember, he is a guy that has been on our channel before in the Long Beach State Dynasty series, and he is going to be safe at first. Beats that one out. They give him the base hit. So Zach Veen at the plate here, 1-for-4 day for him. He gets a pitch over the middle and goes to opposite field, 2-for-5 make it. And I love these prospects, man. Zach Veen, Zion Storm. I'm really excited for Muhammad Willingham. You guys already know that. As he comes up here in the 3 spot, 2-for-3 on the game, and he hits one to right field, and just a fly ball out. But we scored enough runs in this game to get it done, and we do get the victory here for the AAA Isotopes. We're going to have a big year this year, I think. Willingham, Simmons, the list goes on, Weatherspoon, Zach Veen. Man, so much firepower at that AAA level for us. We get the victory here, 5-2. So back at the MLB level, you can see right here we have actually gone on our first winning streak after last episode, winning 6 straight games in the middle of April, starting out the season 10-5 before a 3-game set at Atlanta. And here we are trailing 3-2 here in the top of the 9th inning with the man on second base. Here is Hitor Takahashi at the plate, who has been platooning in right field to start the year. He takes one and swings that one inside, and a little bit too late on that one. It's just going to be a fly out in the infield. As that's 2 outs, that brings up C.J. Abrams, the young shortstop, to the plate. He takes one on the corner, the inside corner that time. And now he works it to a 2-2 count. Man on second base, he hits one to second, and it's going to be snagged by Albies. And that will get Atlanta the 3-2 victory at home versus a pretty hot Denver Bears team to start the season. But Atlanta gets the victory. They're not the same Atlanta team they once were. They have lost Dansby Swanson in free agency, a bunch of other guys, along with Freddie Freeman. And now, here we are at 10-8. We lost that series 3-0. We got absolutely swept. So now we are 10-8 going into this Philadelphia Phillies series. And we will check out Ramel Coffer on the mound. I floated him in the rotation and out of it, but he's actually doing quite well this year. So he will get the start today. And I think I'm going to use this game as kind of a benchmark to see if he's ready to get back into the rotation. I've been pulling him out of the bullpen. I really like what he can do for our team, whether it's going to be a relief guy or a starter, who knows, but he's at 81 overall, one of the best rated guys in our rotation altogether. So Brendan Rodgers will get the start at shortstop today. He will bat in that 8th spot over C.J. Abrams, who is kind of struggling. I want to give Abrams a break, so I want to get Brendan Rodgers into the lineup. But here is Ramel Coffer. You know, I've highlighted him last year as well as being a guy that's a guy to watch this year. 1-0 so far, 111 whip. He's going to go up against Miles Mikolas, who is 0-3, 5.06 ERA through 16 innings. 15 strikeouts, total 4 walks. That's a good ratio. So here is Ramel Coffer facing Alex Bohm, who led the NL in average last year, won the batting title. He strikes out swinging on that one. 2 outs in the inning. That brings up Bryce Harper, who hits one up the middle. That one beats the shift into center field. And it looks like he will have a stand-up double, as that one is going to be a nice hit up the middle for Harper. And remember, he won MVP last year as well, just beating out Cody Bellinger. Paul DeJong at the plate. He's now a Philadelphia Philly, and he swings and misses. Ramel Coffer is such a good strikeout pitcher. I love when I pitch with him. So on to the bottom of the first inning. Here is Blackman at the plate. He continues this hot start to this season in a new position, playing first base as well. That one was smoked up the middle. Jesse Winker at the plate. He was our big free agent signing. We hit him in the 3 spot here in this lineup. He's hitting .311, absolutely raking the ball to start the season. And now with the man on first base facing Miles Mikolas, 2-2 count, inside pitch, and he drives it. That one is out of here. Jesse Winker has been such a good signing for us. .439 off of that bat. And now that makes it a 2-0 lead here in the first inning. I love the 3-4 in our lineup. It's Winker and Hira. I mean, those guys can absolutely smack the ball. So that brings up Keston Hira, who has the average down to 254, but works it to a 2-2 count. He drives this one deep to center field. This one's got carry. Back-to-back jacks for the Bears. Returning home after getting swept by Atlanta, it looks like the Bats have woken up here in the first inning. And wow, what a swing by Hira. He shows the power. He's got that 99 power versus right. And I love how the ball jumps off his bat. As that brings up the next batter, Jorge Polanco. He swings at a ball up in the zone. Strike 3 to end the inning. On to the bottom of the second. Here is Brendan Rodgers, who hit a hot stick last season. He continues that now as he is getting the start at shortstop. I might even platoon him and Abrams right now, the way Brendan Rodgers is hitting. So that's going to bring up Coffer. We try to bunt the runner over, and it does not work. As that brings up the top of our order, Garrett Hampson, who led our team in average last year. He swings and misses, and that one will get them out of the inning. On to the top of the third here. Here is Coffer, still dealing on the mound, getting Ronald Torreyes to swing and miss at a pitch in the dirt. As that moves us on to the bottom of the third. Blackmon up for his second at-bat. This time, this is driven deep to right field. This one's got carry. It reaches the wall, and it will bounce off of the wall, and Blackmon has himself a stand-up double here to start the third inning. I love Charlie Blackmon. He is such a good hitter. Jesse Winker at the plate now. He already went deep already, but this time he gets fooled on the pitch in the dirt. But that one will bring up an injury. Charlie Blackmon slid back into second base. I don't know why he did, but it looks like he is going to sustain an injury. Hopefully it's not too severe. Keston Hiura at the plate now with a man on second base. This one looks like a fly ball to right field, but it's got carry and it gets over the glove of Bryce Harper, who misplays that one, and Takahashi pinch running for Charlie Blackmon will score. 4-0 as Hiura maybe got a little lucky on that one. Bryce Harper misjudged that ball. Will Benson at the plate now. He hits one hard to the right side. That one will be fielded by Torres. Easy out at first base. Jorge Polanco hitting in that sixth spot here as he has a man on third base. This one swung on and crushed to right field. Gone. Polanco's got 91 vision versus right-handed pitchers, and that definitely shows. He's got 91 vision versus everybody, I should say, but that 91 vision definitely helps out, and he just absolutely crushes that pitch. Perfect timing on that swing, and that one is a goodbye baseball. 6-0 here in the fourth inning. So here is Harper back at the plate now in the fourth. Crushed to right field, but a nice play by Will Benson over and right. He's been actually very, very good in the field, and that's why I've loved him so far. Actually hitting very good as well. That brings up the next batter here with 2 outs, and that's just a fly ball to Jesse Winker in left. The Bears are off to a great start. 6-0 game here into the fifth inning as that brings up Winker again, and that's one thing I wanted to get with free agency this year is guys that just get on base. That brings up Hiura, who crushes one to left field. This one will be run down. And there's 1 out here in the inning off of the bat of Hiura as that brings up Will Benson, who, like I just said, has been hitting the ball well. 0 for 2 in this game. He gets a pitch right over the middle. This one's crushed. It's got carry, and it's going to reach the wall. Home run. This team is absolutely feasting in this game. 8-0 game here for the Bears. Will Benson, we traded him for Trevor Story in season 1. Now we're starting to see the fruit of that trade as Will Benson has finally come around in his third season with the Bears. On to the 9th inning here. Nick Goody on the mound for us, trying to shut them down as that brings up Roman Quinn, the last batter of the game. Will ground out to Brendan Rodgers, flipping on the second. And we get the nice home win here, 8-2. Love what I see from the power of our bats. Hiura, I mean, absolutely just crushing the ball at this point. Only hitting around 250, but man, every time I play with him, he just hits extremely well. We avoid an injury scare with Charlie Blackmon. It's just a strained finger, so he will only be out a few days. That was one thing I was kind of worried about because, you know, I wanted to start out this season by letting Muhammad Willingham kind of cook in the minor leagues. But then we move on in the schedule, and after that victory, we actually lose a ton of games to end the month of April. And then we start out the month of May 6 but 6-4 in the first 10. And now we start a 2-game set versus the Los Angeles Angels, and that is a marquee matchup, and you'll see why in a little bit. But our pitching is doing extremely well to start the season. Ramel Coffer, a 1 whip. He is 3-0. Tristan McKenzie not pitching great, but I think he will come around. Freddie Peralta is off to a pretty bad start. For a guy that I brought in to be the number 2 in this rotation, I've dropped him down to the number 4, hopefully giving him some easier pitching matchups. So we'll have to see on that. Atlas Luncic is off to a great start to his rookie year as well. He's got a good ERA and a pretty good whip. Derek Rodriguez has surprised me coming out of the bullpen, a 122 whip. Nick Goody, I mean, just continuing to pitch well. Only has 9 innings pitched, though, but a .96 ERA and below a 1 whip as well. Harleen Garcia has a 1.50 whip. We want to get that down, but Robert Stevenson is having a much better year than he's had in years past. But Jordan Hicks, I mean, just dominant. Him and Nick Goody both have below a 1 ERA and a 1 whip. Just insane. 13 strikeouts to 1 walk. Jordan Hicks turned out to be a good signing so far. So our team rankings around the league, we're actually 14th in batting average. What an improvement that is. We move up a whole 15 spots. We only moved up 9 in on-base percentage, but I'll take it. 21st in the MLB compared to 30th, what we've been the last few years. But ERA, we are 3rd in the MLB in ERA. Can you believe it? Man, could our pitching carry us to a playoff berth this year? We'll see. We are only 17-17, but we are right in the thick of the race, and I'm happy about the progress that we've made as a team. We just went on a little bit of a losing streak there at the end of the month of April, but that's okay. We will recover. I believe in this team now that we have the depth. Muhammad Willingham hit .359 in the month of April, and he is a hot prospect of ours. Trez Jenkins also. I'm thinking about moving him up pretty soon because he is a nice arm to have out of the bullpen. And then we'll get to see a little bit of Kenny Martinez next episode. Remember, he was our number 2 overall draft pick in last year's draft. He's going to have some time to develop, though. That's what I love about our outfield right now. We have Winker. We have Muhammad Willingham, who could play outfield if we have to have him there. Hampson's also in center. Then we also have DJ Weatherspoon, Zach Veen, Zion Storm can play outfield. And then we also have some other guys that are also playing outfield. So who knows when Martinez will get a shot at the MLB. We might have him as like an 80 overall rookie coming up. We'll have to see. I mean, we are very, very stacked in our outfield. So the reason why the next episode will be a marquee matchup is because we face our former lifelong Rocky ace, German Marquez. He signed with the Angels in the offseason, a very surprising move. I thought he was going to re-up with us. Ends up signing away with the Angels. So we will start next episode with that matchup. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. You don't want to miss that. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. This offense is electric. We're 500, but I don't think we're going to be 500 for long. I think the wins will start coming. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tenant. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.